Installation. Let's play. Game over.
What's going on, everybody? How we doing? Hello. Oh yeah, Master Inu, Fruit Loop, George and Claymore. How's it going? How we doing? Reaper, Sneaky Strawberry. Yeah, but I'm not excited for the Diona dupes. I'm not excited for any dupes. But we got to get them. It's a fact of life. Diona's pretty good, but if you already got her C6, well, that's rough. I don't know how deep I'm going. I don't know. Because here's the thing. So I was looking at Yanfei, right? And I was like, how deep do I want to go for this girl? Right? Because like part of me, the collector side of me, right, wants the C6 Yanfei. Because I have all the other 4 stars C6'd. But how often am I really going to use Yanfei? Increases the maximum number of Scarlet Seals by 1. And what does her Scarlet Seal do? It increases the damage of what? Of something? Oh, it decreases the stamina? Okay, well, she's definitely not getting C6. I have a feeling she'll probably... Like, C4 is the only one that I would potentially go for, but I don't even know if I'm going to do that. I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm going to do. Part of me wants a C4 Zhongli. But that's the thing. I don't know if I can justify spending that much money on this banner. Right? Because like, you know I'm going to want to get Eula. You know that I'm going to roll on the weapon banner. Yeah, I don't know. C4 Yanfei makes a shield, so she's just another shield creator. Let's see, unreleased character, Yanfei. When done deal is used, so whenever she uses her burst, she creates a shield that absorbs up to 45% of her max HP for 15 seconds. Which is not bad, right? You think you're getting her probably to what? 15,000, 20,000 HP? Which is not bad. 75, I mean, let's say minimum you're getting her to 1,500. 7,500 is not bad. So, I don't know, but she's a caster. She's probably going to be a DPS, and I'm not super crazy about her style of gameplay. I don't know. And part of me also is like, hey, you should probably ease up on the constellations there. Your wallet might not be able to take that yet. So, might do that. There might also be some hesitation just because I've been playing some other games, so like my focus is still on Genshin, but now my eye is like this way just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's like, oh, bring it. Oh. It's not a gacha game though. But part of me, but you know, like, you know that feeling when you're so like tunnel vision on one game? It's like, all right, here we go. Like last week's paycheck, boom, it's going into this game. And then as soon as you get a little bit of distraction, you're like, was that the smartest decision? Maybe I shouldn't have dropped that much money on the Ganyu banner. So, that's kind of like where the mood is right now. I can kind of like actually look at it in an intelligent way and not just like impulse buy, basically. Because I'm definitely someone who impulse buys. Yeah. And part of me is realizing like, hey, maybe you shouldn't be spending several $100s on constellations. But, you know, shit happens. Shit happens. She'll be on a regular banner? Yeah, yeah. See, that's the thing, is like her constellations are going to come eventually. It's just a matter of how long. But you have to say my beard today is as sharp as Zhongli's etiquette. Elk Nola, it seems like it's been a while. How are you doing? Thank you. I shaved this weekend. It's still it's not bad. It's only been like a day. So it's not we're not wild and woolly yet. My heart says Eula. My team's brain says get Zhongli. Yeah, that's the thing. Zhongli's so hard to pass up on. Like, I could understand if you passed up on him the first time around, but passing up on him the second time, ooh, that is ballsy. That is straight ballsy. You're just funding Inazuma for us? Yeah, I don't think I'm funding Inazuma. I think there's a lot of other people who are funding it way more than I am. Question: the most used teams and weapons. Show official being used a lot with Virtus and Hunt over Stringless. The most used teams and weapons. I don't know what that is. But show Virtus and Hunt probably just because it's a crit weapon, I would guess. But I don't know, like, so I don't know what the most used teams and weapons is, and it may have some kind of like constraints on it that explain that. Also, all my 5 stars are DPS, Kaching, Diluc, Zhao, and Hu Tao. So in the long term, strong sports, smart today, absolutely. Especially with the way they're releasing characters, supports are kind of hard to come by. So honestly, it's like, you know, it's kind of worth it to go for the support characters. Might have funded one animator's weekly salary. I don't know, maybe. From what I've heard, they have garbage salaries. So I might have paid enough for 2. God, okay, so one thing about switching up to this team, though, I have learned how much of a handicap I've been on playing Zhongli all this time. So I was fighting this boss because I obviously need to fight this boss for Yanfei. Jesus. And stuff like that was happening, and I was like, oh my god, Zhongli is such a crutch. Like, I'm getting, like, one shot over here. Not used to it. Oh, I should have saved that. Oh well. Oh well. It's the Reddit post about the Chinese most used teams and weapons for best 12. Oh. I don't know. I haven't seen that post. You know, at the same time, I'm not surprised. Dude, the Chinese get a lot of shit, but at the same time, they're also usually like 20 steps ahead of everyone else, so they probably know something that the rest of the world doesn't. Not gonna lie. That's usually how it happens. Like, if you want to see some kind of meta shift, literally, like, look at whatever game it is, look at what China's doing, and then, like, 3 months later, it'll happen everywhere else. It happens in, like, every single game. They're just on another level. I'm AR56 now. It takes 95 days from AR55. Is that full? That can't be full refreshes. That can't be full refreshes. Should I get C2 Zhongli or Eula? Oh, I would probably still get. I would still get Eula. I wouldn't go for Constellations. C2 Zhongli is really handy, but the fact that they combined his held skill and press skill into one makes it much more beneficial to hold his skill now. So I would still say go for Eula. You know, ever since the update, I've definitely been holding his skill more than I did before, for sure. Nope, it says dailies and resin using only. Oh, so it's only the resin you get daily? Gotcha. Yeah, I was gonna say, because you can definitely get there faster than 3 months. You running Level Walker Rosaria? No, I still have her on Blizzard Strayer. Technically, she shouldn't be on this team, but on Friday, we were playing her on a freeze team, and then someone just suggested this team, so I just switched the team up. Honestly, I kind of want to switch back. I like my freeze team better. That team's still good. It does a lot of damage, but this team, it just plays a lot cleaner. A lot cleaner. We should be good everywhere else. What are your pipes saying about Eula luck? I don't know. My pipes don't really talk about luck. My pipes talk about other things. Quack. Right now, they're pretty quiet. Right now, they're pretty quiet. Ooh, blue insignia. There we go. Recommendations for Mora farming? Ley lines. Ley lines. That's the way you get Mora. The only other way is... Oh, yeah, I can't go this way. If you haven't done all your Oculus yet, you got to get your Oculus, and then you can trade them in at the... what are they called? Not the antique shop, but... what are they called? You can basically trade them in for Mora. I forgot the card. Or you just drop a bunch of money on wishes and then turn the Stardust in for Mora. Yule's weapon is broken. It's good. It's like someone would have to define for me like what are we considering broken? Because every time something comes out, it's broken. Okay. Ow. And if everything's broken, then nothing's broken. So, where are we at? I have a lot of DPS though. Yeah, if you got a lot of DPS, then go for Zhongli. There we go. All right, let's see if our boy's up again. I wanted to do world bosses today, but I kind of can't. I have to save them for later in the week after I know I have enough stuff for Yanfei. Do you think it would be worth it to build a C0 Rosario over C1 Kaya that's already built? Let's see. So C2 is the one extends its duration. Nah, I would still go Rosaria, because Rosaria, even though like technically in terms of odds, you're more likely to get C2 Kaya before C2 Rosaria. Rosaria has the better utility in that she can pass off crit to your other teammates. Souvenir shop, thank you. I was like antique, trinket, it's something like that. Souvenir shop, thank you, Sergio. Mora farm, kill on mobs on the map. Even then, that's not even good Mora farming. I tried Abyss floor 11, 12 first time. Got 6 stars and 11. My whole team died on floor 12 was fun. Well, Zhongli will definitely help, because getting the shield makes all like the plunging attacks a lot easier to dodge. So yes, he will help, but you can absolutely do it without Zhongli. Crescent Pike is broken. It's good, but it's balanced in the fact that physical teams are not that great, comparatively speaking. Hey, Sacris, what's going on? How you doing, buddy? Have you gotten all your work done? You've gotten all your work done. That is the question. I know you're busy at work over there. Ooh, can we get enough energy here? Damn it, not enough. Right up the butt. There we go. What? Up the butt. What? Up the butt. About Eula and Gon Yuna team? Yeah, that'll work. Really? Eula and any cryo hero except for Chung Yun. Just pull Jade Wing Spears better than Pike for Zhang Ling? Not if you're going physical. Better to do the world bosses anyway, due to the resin reduction. Don't really care. Oh, world bosses. Sorry. Yeah. I thought you meant the these bosses. My bad. Yeah, Frankie. I know. I forgot about the resin decrease. That's my bad. Go ahead and bonk me. This is a free chat bonk. Chat gets to bonk me now. Hey, what's up, Christopher? How we doing? Ish, mostly done for today. All right, good. That means you should be. Let's see. So you're done work. That means you should be questing right now. In fact, that means you need to be questing right now. You need to catch up. I'm like 3/4 of the way through what's it called? The first part of Heaven's Ward quests. Brownie for Yanfei? Yeah. Thoughts on Yanfei? Good character main. I mean, look, any character you invest in is going to be good as a main DPS. It's just whether or not you like her playstyle. I'm honestly not a big fan. Like, if you've wanted to play Klee but don't have Klee, then that'll probably be where she slips in. Okay, but why is there no spear for this upcoming banner? I don't know. The weapon choices are a little odd. Summit Shaper and Memory of Dust. They are a little odd. I'm not sure. Is Yanfei viable in a child team? I don't know that Yanfei is really going to be like a support character. At least to me, on paper, she looks like she's going to be a DPS. Well, you could kill the boss without taking the ward. Well, why would I do that? Skyward or Favonius? Wait, Skyward or Favonius for Xingqiu better? Don't have the sacrificial sword yet. Then go with Skyward. I mean, it just is gonna help him do more damage. Unless you have like unless you have a lot of crit rate, then maybe. But then maybe go Favonius. But as it stands, Skyward is probably gonna be better just for the extra damage. The strings won't get done by themselves. Yeah, and my dungeons won't get done by themselves. There needs to be some team action. God, dude, I'm telling you. So for anyone not knowing what we're talking about, so I've started playing Final Fantasy 14. So I was running dungeons today, and man, there was this healer that had no idea what she was doing. Or he, I have no idea. The avatar was a she. That's why I'm saying she. But like she kept running up and would pull stuff, and I was like, hey, how about you let the tank pull stuff, and then when she pulled too much, she wouldn't heal me. And I was like, well, what the shit? You gotta come off DPS to heal me. Like, you can't just... I think I died like 3 times. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, what are you doing? Which characters are gonna get a new best in slot set in 1.5? Potentially Zhongli. Pretty much every physical carry that can pop Pale Flame. So the thing is, like, Pale Flame for sure can make a new best in slot. Millith isn't necessarily going to be anyone's best in slot because the utility sets have utility differently. So like comparing let me think here. I was gonna say Viridescent Venerer, but that doesn't really count. Like, comparing the utility between Millilith and Maiden Beloved is kind of hard to do, right? Because they do two totally different things. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that you would run one or another on one hero, but comparing sets like that, it's hard to say like whether or not it's a best in slot, because Millilith will probably be better on a team where all your heroes are trying to do damage at the same time, whereas you know, let's say instead of, what is it, it's 20% attack, let's say it's like 40% attack on your current hero and it doesn't snapshot, that might be better for a team based around like Razor, right? So sets like Millilith, I don't know that it'll be like best in slot on anybody, unless a character just doesn't have like a good set. For example, like Chi-Chi doesn't really have a good set, so Millilith will probably be very good on her as an upgrade. But like Zhongli already has a good set, it'll give him some more utility, but from what I've read, it'll actually lower his overall damage. Any character except Amber can be good. Amber can still be good. You just got to build it right. And you probably have to invest more into her. Do you think that Kaching needs a buff or electro reaction? Kaching definitely doesn't need a buff. The electro reactions overloaded's not great, but the other ones are fine. Will you be doing a new Zhongli build? No, I'm not going to be doing a new build. Nothing as significantly... Like, what's come out since my last Zhongli build guide 2 months ago? What's different? Thoughts on Kazuha? I don't know who that is. We don't talk leaked characters, since Mihoyo's cracking down on that shit. What's your opinion on adding endgame content with domains and temples that are used during story quests? Adding difficult mobs, puzzles you had to clear in time would be nice. Yeah. Yeah, anything that's harder. Just in general, harder content. I don't know, is Mihoyo still kind of cracking down on leaks, or have they let up on that? I have everything farmed it for Zhongli besides, and I'm receiving an award from school tomorrow, so it doesn't even matter if I lose a 50-50. Hey, congrats, Frankie. What are you getting your reward for? I said reward. I meant award. Kaching needs a buff. Even our constellations suck. Look, we can't be like... Nice. Why don't we just wait for the next Electro hero to drop? Or an Electro hero to drop? Because as soon as that hero drops, you're going to be hearing a bunch of, oh, this character's busted, it's power creep. And then the argument's going to be like, well, if you buffed Kaching, that might be the same case. So we're spinning our wheels here. We're going in circles. Right? Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense to be like, oh, because like, whatever. I've talked a million times about power creep, how it doesn't exist, but people are still going to complain that like, yeah, you got to have more powerful heroes. Like, she doesn't need a buff. She can still kill things plenty fast. Just because she's not as powerful as someone like Ganyu does not mean Kaching is bad. I'm getting a grant for basically just being good at my major. Hey, there you go. See, it does pay to be good in school. Congratulations. That's awesome. .5 is on the 27th, right? It's on... I always forget. It's either like Tuesday night or Wednesday night. I always forget. I'm excited to fight the new boss and my cute littles. Yeah, the boss will be interesting. God, I hope it's hard. I hope it's actually hard. I hope there's mechanics that you actually have to, like, be concerned with. Oh, no. God. Let's see. Where are the other crystal flies? Let's see. There's one there, one there. Oh, no. Well, I fucked that one up. Aha, got it. Y'all seen it, that new Anemo 5-star user? What do y'all think about him? I don't know. That is not an official official character yet. When will the Ganyu rerun banner happen? No idea. Sometime in the future. Hey, Claymore, how's it going? It's going good. It's going good. We're just collecting some stuff up for Yan Bei, making sure that we're ready to go. Johnny King doesn't know this word? I know, right? Oh, I know. Can I, like, has MiHoYo not... Are they being a little bit more lax with leaks? What's the deal? I haven't heard anything about it in a while, right? Like the whole quote-unquote drama, it seems like it's died down. I just don't know if they're cracking down still. That's really the big thing, because like obviously I want to talk about leaks, but I feel like it's better safe than sorry to not. Especially considering like 1.5 is literally just about to come out. It's like, why do we need to talk about leaks? We're about to get a bunch of new content. So even though I like understand that everyone wants to talk about leaks, it's like we're about to get brand new content. We're about to get brand new content. What are they gonna do? They can't stop it? Dude, they can literally put copyright strikes on my channel. Yeah. Or like Discord, they can take action. There's action they can take. But again, it's like I don't know exactly what they can and can't do. Trust me. They have the power to do stuff. There's been some shit going down in MiHoYo land recently. That I do know. That's what I'm struggling. And there's one more thing. I need a better razor set. Well, an arcade picture no Wilson different bands. They attempted murder of MiHoYo's founders. Yeah. Yeah, some people need help. It's literally just a game. It's literally just a game. Was that so I didn't read the full article. I just saw the headline. Is that all about the like CN didn't get an anniversary event and they all freaked the fuck out? Gotta live on the run like Majestic. Oh my god. Yeah. For sure. Apparently the temp was due to the removal of bunny girl designs inappropriate. Wait. It was because of the removal, so it was someone on the other side of the controversy? That's either both sides are fucking retarded, dude. I don't know what is going on. So, okay, so for people who don't know what's going on, because I'm guessing there may be like one or two of you guys, or maybe more, but basically what happened was that, as far as I know, there was an anniversary event on the global servers of Honkai Impact and not on the Chinese servers, I believe. And the Chinese community freaked the fuck out for like 20 days and complained a whole bunch. And then so MiHoYo took the entire event down for global servers, gave all Chinese players basically the equivalent of like 10 wishes. And as compensation for taking down the event for global servers, they gave them like the equivalent of 1 or something like that. Hey, Walrus, how's it going, bud? You gonna build physical DPS Zhongli? Oh, with Pale Flame? It's already got a physical DPS Zhongli. He's already built. I just move stuff around. Big old daddy Zhongdong. He's good. I would have to get his basic up a little bit, but honestly, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna be grinding that new domain. So I have, let's see, where is it here? I got 31 fragile resin, and it's probably gonna be more than that because I'm also gonna be buying the packs, the weekly packs, which I haven't done yet. So it'll probably be what, 32? Yeah, and that's literally all going into the domain. So I'm gonna have plenty of artifacts to take a look at. I'm at 40. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of like farming up the crystal cores, so that way I'm ready to go. Plus fighting the Geovishap for plus the new battle pass. Ooh, does it refresh that soon? Wait, when does it wait, brain, please stop. Oh, wait, it's down. Okay, I don't know what the symbol is. I just, muscle memory knows where to press it, so it's hey. Will you do a beta guide someday? Someday. The goal is to have a guide for everyone, but it, you know, they take a while, so I can really only put out like 1 a week. So the characters that have been in the game just tend to come out slower than the new ones. The new ones always come out like the week the character drops, but yeah, the characters that have been in the game, basically it comes down to like if they're on banner or if they're super relevant to the character that just came out or something like that. Zhongli deathmatch over Favonius. I'd run it without Beto. Yes, for sure. You're gonna have so much geo energy there. You really don't need to. Nice crown, Daddy Dongjong. Yeah, we did that last stream. I already had his burst crown, but then I was like, you know what? His shield does so much work. I gotta give him the love. I gotta give him the love. Up, get our attack speed up. Oh god, you're like just short of your burst. Really? All right, collect that. There you go. That's down. We really need like skill notifications, like when your skill is up, That would be so helpful. Protect me. Haha. What do you feel about the new housing system? Currently, so my thoughts on the housing system as of right now are kind of like not mediocre, but they're kind of indifferent. Simply not because I'm not crazy about the housing system. I think that there's a lot of potential there. The thing about the housing system is that I'm fully aware that this is like it's like version 1 basically. It's not a beta, but this is like the first thing they're trying. So I'm not nope. So I'm not expecting like this to absolutely revolutionize the way that we play Genshin Impact, but I know that there is potential there. So I think at some point it will definitely be exciting. One thing that I'm hesitant on from the community standpoint is that is it going to have the same impact? The fact that it will come out slowly over different patches. Like, let's say we go a year in the future, right? And we take every update that they've included in the housing system from now till a year in the future, package it all that up, and release it in 1.5. Would the excitement level of housing 1 year from now be the same as if they release that entire 1 year functionality now? Right? And I don't think it will be. I think because it's slow going, I think the hype for the housing system might not be as high as it probably could be. So we'll see. I know that it has potential. Obviously, the artifact experience and being able to get resin is a big thing. So that's why I think there's a lot of potential there. Warner on physical Zhong in 4-piece Bolide with official supporting him wearing 4-piece Mila set to support him. It'll be lower damage, but he'll just never die. He never dies regardless. Housing is a Mora sync. Do you even have to spend more on your house? Only issue I have with YouTube streams is that I can't do other things on my phone without leaving the stream. What phone do you have? If you got Android, use YouTube Advanced. YouTube Advanced is what I use. It'll allow you to actually play videos in the background when you close YouTube, or it'll minimize your window. You can do that too. But if you got an iPhone, you're kind of screwed. Ooh, come on, there we go. Which one is better, Razor, Jean, or Kaching? Apparently, due to the numbers, Kaching is. It's definitely between Kaching and Razor. Jean's not up there as physical. Apparently, due to the numbers, Kaching is if you play her optimally, but most people probably won't take the time to learn her optimally, so I would say Razor. Razor's definitely the easiest one to play, and he's the easiest one to get good numbers out of. Yeah, in your video, you touched on the fact that miHoYo was not ready for this. Do you think they should have delayed it instead? That's tough. I think honestly, no. The reason why, even though I just gave him crap, even though I didn't really give him crap, but I was like, maybe they should have held off, and it seems like they're not ready. Because if they wait too long, like I mean, we can't really beat around the bush here. We already know that like miHoYo is kind of in a tough situation where it's like people are already leaving the game because there's not enough content. They just like haven't updated. There hasn't been a big content update since Dragonspine in 1.2, right? And that was like in the winter. That was what, 5-6 months ago, I think. So even though it's tough because like, yeah, you want the functionality to be there so that people are excited about it, but at the same time, if you don't do anything, people are like really gonna start getting upset. and just straight up leaving your game. So they're in a really tough position, honestly. Like, because I'm trying to think of this like from a business perspective. Like, if I was in charge of MiHoYo, what I would be doing, or in charge of at least the Genshin aspect of their company. So not knowing what is currently the situation over there, if I did just walk in, right, and not knowing anything about the company, make a decision, my first decision would be hiring more people. Now, like I said, that's not knowing what their current situation is over there, but from looking on the outside, it feels like they don't have enough people working on this game, and it's just coming out too slowly. So I would want production to ramp up, because they've already earned over $1 billion. They can afford it. Even if it's like a big hit on their numbers or whatever, because like I said, I don't know a lot about business. Even if it looks on paper like they're taking a big hit, you need to be willing to invest the money up front to acquire new customers. And and it just doesn't seem like they're willing to like put in the effort to dump out a bunch of features. I don't know. That's just like my impression. I think it's a lot of other people's impression as well. I don't know whether that's the right solution, and I know that's not what you asked either. But basically, because of that, yes, I think they needed to push out the housing system. They need to push something for players to do. Now, the flip side of that is that this patch actually seems like it has some good events. So maybe they could have held off until 1.6, but not knowing what's planned for 1.6, I don't know. Like 1.6 could be bigger than 1.5. You know, we don't know. There is a universe where that's a possibility. So I don't know. But that's kind of my thoughts. I don't exactly know whether it was probably too soon, but they might have had their hands forced. Would Diana and Zhongli on the same team be a bad idea? Not necessarily. It depends on your other teammates, though. Players are consuming content faster than MiHoYo can bring new content to the table. That's the issue at the moment. Right. And so what they... Like, if I'm in MiHoYo's seat, first thing I'm dumping out there, I'm trying to figure out content that is repeatable. Right now, you're going to end up losing players because there's nothing... There's no reason to keep playing the game. If you can walk in and smoke floor 12 of Chamber 3 of Abyss, floor 12 of Abyss, there's literally no reason other than, like, collection purposes to go level up your other characters. You can already do it. There needs to be some kind of, just like, you know, just like in MMOs, you have the raid grind because you want to get that specific piece of gear. So every week it brings you back, you keep going back, you keep playing the same raid, you get together with your friends or your guild or whoever it is, and it keeps you coming back. This game has nothing like that. Unless you like collecting your waifus or husbandos. They're working on two-factor authentication. They should already go by the summer. Right, and that's like, is two-factor authentication really, like, is it really going to take you that long to work on? They already have over 700 people working on Genshin. I don't know how does that compare to Honkai Impact? I believe they're still thinking like a mobile developer and not a multi-console one. Well, that's the problem. Yeah. They like most of their clientele is on mobile. Should have gone for pushing an unending dungeon of wave after wave. Doesn't need to be balanced. Yeah, exactly. Wait, where am I going? This way. Why does this look so different? Oh, I must have just flown in the wrong direction. Yeah, they just, like, there needs to be super hard content that we need to come... Oh, shit. Yeah, there just needs to be that content there that brings us back. Oh, Yuki, also, YouTube Vance, you get dark mode. That was literally like the reason I downloaded it, because I was like, how do I get dark mode on my phone? Because YouTube doesn't do it. What about Chasm? No, we have no info on Chasm. Endless Arena would be cool. Yeah, just like, God, something. Or even, you know, I don't know how hard this would be to code, but something like the, oh, what was it called? The Tide event that we just had, or the Regisfine event where it has like changing rules. If you had something like that, kick the difficulty up, and then like every, let's say 3 weeks, right? You just introduce new difficulties. Or let's say every other patch it comes back, or something like that. I don't know, just something that sticks around that you have a reason to grind. Right now there's nothing. You know, if they made it so maybe even like there's a harder boss and you have a really small chance of getting a 5-star weapon, people would grind the shit out of that. But there's nothing like that. You know what's in the game, you know what you're gonna get. You have artifacts, but at a certain point you can kind of stop doing that. Dragon Spine took about 4 months to build. Yeah, see, and that it should not take that long. That I don't understand. I forgot who I was talking to, but we were talking about like World of Warcraft and how fast their expansions come out. Like, why is it taking MiHoYo so long to get this content out? It just seems like they're so slow to compare to so many other games. No way they'll give a free 5-star. Well, that's my point, is they don't have to get, I'm not saying give you a free 5-star, because you're gonna have to invest resin to get it, and it's not like you're just gonna get it the first time. But you know, that's my point with this game, is like they gotta start doing something. They have to give us a reason to keep playing, otherwise people are gonna start moving on. And they only have so much time. There we go. All I do is commission, spend resources, and farm resources. Yeah, and like that's not fun. Like, man, like going back to the beginning of this game where you actually had to like explore the world, find everything, find all the animalculus. That's when this game was fun. And then it became just a grind, and it was like,
Exorcism uses thaumaturgy and martial arts to conquer evil.
endless tower mode would be amazing. Gives you small rewards for different breakpoints, which, yeah, so, like just something that we can just sink a bunch of time into right now. Like, so we're gonna fight this boss. Let's see, how many more times do I have to do this? So we go ahead and refresh. Right, so now technically we're overcapped. So I'll probably do a couple more ley lines. Let's see, where are we at here? We're 27, so I don't even know how many I need to get her up to, probably, well, I don't know that I'll get her to 80 plus. We do this, and then it's like, okay, what do I do? There's nothing to do in this game. There's nothing to do. You can farm for days, but why? Rare spawns would be cool. Oh my god, why couldn't rare world spawns? Yes, get those in there and then be like, hey, yo, call up your friends, we're going to take down this boss right now, come to my world. Yep, that would be sweet. That would also get the social aspect in there. That would be pretty cool, actually. Sad this game already became a side game. You know, it's one of those things where unfortunately sometimes it happens. This game had a huge explosive start, and all they had to do was take advantage of it. But yeah, I don't know what they're doing over there. I mean, that's why, like, look, that's why I picked up Final Fantasy. FYI, guys, if none of you guys have tried it, or if some of you already play it and are looking for a group, we're trying to start up a free company or a guild, basically. So if you're looking for a new game to try, there's a free trial. You can go ahead and play that all the way up to level 60. You can play like all the beginner content. You should give it a shot. It's pretty fun. So the monetization model is it's what is it, $20 for the base model. I don't know if you need the base model for a free account though. Actually, I'm assuming it's free, right? Because Loopy has it and Loopy wouldn't. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to call out Loopy. But yeah, you can play the free trial. Free account is free. Okay, so you can play for literally free. It's like a full-on MMO. So I've played World of Warcraft. For the people who like have tried an MMO like World of Warcraft and like MMO, I've played World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft did not hook me like Final Fantasy 14. Okay, it's a little bit more simple. There's not as many skills, so if that was overwhelming, you don't really have to worry about that. The story is actually really good. In general, it's a really good game, so I'd highly recommend it. We do have a Final Fantasy 14 channel over on Discord for people who want to join. I don't know, in order to join our free company, never played any Final Fantasy, you don't have to. There's like little Easter eggs for the people who've played, but this plays very different from any Final Fantasy game. It literally just plays like any action combat MMO. Super fun. I would recommend just giving it a shot. If you're looking for another game that you can actually sink time into, I've been playing for like, I don't know, 2 weeks, and I think I've synced close to 3 days worth of game time into it so far. It's like it's addicting. It's a trial limited time in console. I would assume so, yeah, because I know you can play it on console, which is also the cool thing. You can play cross-platform. You can play cross-platform, which is, God, a godsend. That's also super plus. So if you actually want to like do stuff with us and you play on PS4 or PS5, because this is coming to PS5, there you go. The only thing is I don't know if you need to. I would imagine that you don't have to be on the same data center or like world to be in the same free company. I would have to look that up. Really, pay each month? Yeah, there's a subscription service, but Atago, no. So hang on. You don't need a subscription to be part of a free company. In order to be part of a free company, you need to be a full paying member, which is $13 a month. That unlocks a whole bunch of other features, but one of those features you unlock is being able to be part of a free company. It's not you need to pay the money to be part of the free company. That would be absurd. You need to be on the same data center, but not the exact same server. Oh, gotcha. So, so servers, like, so we're on what, Balmung? That's a server, but the data center was when you could pick between different options. Is that right, Saggers? So it's like you need to be in the same country but not the same state. Give you $50 if you will child in the stream. Why? Wait. Why would I do that? That's no. Not 50. Wait, what? I don't even understand what you're asking. Okay, I miss when you just play $80 per game. Yeah, but I mean, it's MMOs are always subscription based, right? Now you do have to play the flat fee for a game, but let's be real here. $13 a month, that's cheap, right? Consider like how much you eat, like how much you spend on going out to eat, or how much you spend on Netflix. It's like you probably don't even bat an eye at that, and you get so much more game time out of an MMO. The other good thing, again, for the people who have played MMOs but got turned off, any class you want to play, you can play on the same character. So it does not require, you have to level up each class separately, but you don't have to level up a different character in order to play a different class. So like I play a paladin, which is a tank. If I wanted to switch it up and play, say, like a ninja or a samurai, I could level up that class on my same account, have access to all the same like crafting, money making, like house, pets, like all that stuff. On the same character. Yeah, Huta, I don't know. Do you mean you want me to roll them on your account or on mine? I'm definitely not rolling on mine. Even though Guild Wars is free, you did buy the expansions. Yeah, so I mean, there's pluses and minuses. You know, the game's got to have some kind of upkeep costs. You know, like servers aren't free. Your account? Yeah, no. Why in the hell would I do that? I'm going to spend way more than $50 to pull a character I don't want. Yeah, we're going to stop this now. That makes zero sense. That's cool. I'm a little bit behind the chat, so he's answering beforehand, but yeah, Saggers, it's okay. I asked. Remember, I'm behind you guys. When the battle pass reset? In a couple days. When 1.5 drops, I believe. You're skipping 1.5 banners? No. I'll for sure be rolling. I'll be for sure going for Eula. I'm just not sure yet how deep I'm going to be going on Yanfei. Or we'll check out Final Fantasy. Thank you. Hey, attack, go for it. Like I said, we're gonna be chatting in the channel. We got a channel over on Discord. So if you're looking for advice or any help or anything getting through the early game, let me know. Or let us know. Sacker's been playing. Loopy's been playing. Dutch is the one that D on Discord. She's the one who got us into it. She sucked us in. She's like, guys, give it a shot. And I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. Why not? And now Saggers can attest to the fact that I might be a little bit obsessed right now. Like he was definitely ahead of me because he already played before me, and I've definitely already cruised past him. I'm up to 58 now, Zaggers. 58. I'm like halfway through the first part of Heaven's Ward. I know, dude, look, I had a slow day at work. All right, so I just put on some Final Fantasy and played for like 8 hours. Look, it happens. It happens. First taste is free, but yeah, that's for sure. Not sure how deep you're gonna go on Yanfei. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Whoa. Whoa. I mean Eula. Oh yeah. I'll be going in on Eula. I'll be going in hard on Eula. Hey, what's up, B-dubs? What's going on? Rolling Yanfei until pity, then saving that pity for Zhong. What? Mr. Rude, they're on the same banner. They're literally on the same banner. What? What? What you say? Oh yeah, I'm not fighting that one. Not with this team. That's a bunch of cryo peoples. Cryo peoples. See, like, I need to wait for the boss to spawn. What do I mean, technically I should probably farm crystals, honestly. God, we haven't gone crystal farming in forever. Oh, for Eula. Okay, that makes way more sense. Because I was like, they're definitely on the same banner. That seems kind of backwards. It's all good. We got there. We got there in the end. Come on now. Come on now. I actually started a second account and I'm AR13, but it has an event with a 2x domain rewards, but my main account doesn't have that. Increased domain rewards? Isn't there an event for like coming back to the game that you get like extra rewards? Jeez, I almost forgot my route. I was like, where do I go next? Rolling Eula C4 at least, then I'll roll her weapon, not get it and cry. Jesus. Look, there was a time where I was considering getting her C6, but I can't justify that now. I can't. And why you want to pull for her other than content? Wait, thoughts on Eula and why you want to pull for her other than content? Because she's busted. Because she's... Well, technically she's cold, but she's hot. She's a Claymore user, which is great. And she's strong. And she's cool. Yeah. What other reasons do I need? Happens when you haven't logged in 14 days. Ah, there we go. There we go. A little catch-up mechanic. Dies? Tim dies. Waifu better than meta? Exactly. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. That's right. You just shimmy on over to Reddit r/the ideology, and then you become changed forever. Happened to pop up somewhere. I'm not gonna say I went searching for it. It just happened to pop up. Maybe on Twitter, maybe on Reddit. It was a cross post or something. And then you know, you become changed. You know? You know? Right, got it. Yeah, he knows. He knows. Eula is quite the specimen. I mean, look, she knows how to wield that claymore, you know? She was all whipping it around. Why Harbinger of Dawn so good for Albedo? Because Albedo does not need base attack. Because basically all his good abilities scale off of defense. So most of the time you want a 4 or 5-star weapon because the base attack or the actual like white attack number of the weapon needs to be higher because that is what plays into your attack percentages. So hold up. So basically when you come to your character, you got your weapons, right? Your weapon has this base attack number. When you go into your attributes, though, you have this attack number. Basically, the way it works is this number is your character's attack plus your weapon's attack. And then this number, the screen number, this is what your attack percentage modifiers are doing to this number. So if you have an attack like timepiece or substats, it'll be affected. This number will be affected by those and give you more attack. So because Albedo scales off of defense, his attack does not matter. So we can just look at the substat and the passive, in which case Harbinger of Dawn is just the best there is because it gives you a bunch of crit damage and crit rate. No other weapon does that besides Skyward Harp, but he can't use Skyward Harp. But because he doesn't care about this base attack, we can just look at the substat and passive. And the cutscene Eula did have a good wiggle. Wiggle. Dude, MiHoYo may not be good at advertising like most of their content, but they know how to advertise their waifus for sure. One thing led to another, and I had cosmetic surgery on my thighs to look like those bombshells. I forgot what the zone. Okay, so, I know one of you guys is gonna know. There was a video that came out where it talked about like how you have to have like the perfect zone for leggings, and it's like you can't do the under knee, but you can't do the above thigh. There's like a perfect height where it needs to be, and that's like the perfect legging. Who knows the video I'm talking about, and what is that called? Absolute terror. God damn it. I knew one of you fuckers was gonna know that. Shit. Oh, god damn you, you degenerates. You guys are so... Oh my god. Of course. Before I even finish explaining... Good lord. Good lord. Why Albedo don't use weapon with this defense substat? Show me a weapon with defense. Is there a weapon with defense substat? Well, because Riggy, because crit is way better than defense. What type of sword? Oh yeah, the model is the same as Rain Slasher, but it's Lithic Blade. Yeah. Cultured. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Weird world we live in, you know? Why don't we get our own isekais? I'd be down for that. You got to turn me into an anime character though. Don't leave me. I don't need to be me in an isekai, you know? Get isekai. Yeah. That would be sick. Oh my god, do you know how fucking sick that would be? Oh my god, dude. I'd lose my mind. I'd probably be scared shitless because let's be real. I'm not about to fight one of these things. Look, if I had to fight one of these, I'd shit myself. Okay? The idea in theory is cool. That's the whole appeal. It's you get to be thrown in this fantastical world being you. Dude, unless there is some kind of system where I get upgrades. Did you see what... Okay, hang on. Let's wait for a second. Let's wait for Xingqiu's cooldown. Okay? Let's wait for his cooldown. Hold up. Don't do this. Okay, we need to see something here. Let's look at this. Look at that fucking flip he does. Do you ever see me doing that flip? Because I certainly don't. Dude, I'd be on the couch for a week. My body would be broken. I would have to have like some kind of power-ups for sure. Otherwise it'd be a weak bitch. I mean, I guess that's pretty close to Konosuba, right? He's a pretty weak bitch. He just like steals things. Yulin Rosario equals legs team. Did you forget Ganyu? Did you forget Jean? Did you forget Ning Wong? Yeah. Don't forget everyone. ReZero, dude, I still haven't seen ReZero. I still haven't seen it. And if you die, you eat an egg. That would be great. Die and just eat an egg. Boom. Come back. That would be great. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm gonna get bonked by the walrus. I know. I haven't seen ReZero. Dude, I don't have time to watch ReZero. Look, I gotta spend my time. Okay, you wanna know what I spend my time watching? Now, granted, I haven't watched anything for a while. Food Wars, High School DxD, High School of the Dead. Okay, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but I definitely have seen those shows. Okay. But that's not all I watch. I watch other things. Oh, never mind. We good? Yeah, we got priorities. We got priorities. I mean, I watched those years ago. Food Wars, I was kind of still in the midst of. I think I got to season 4. Yeah, High School DxD I watched a while ago. High School of the Dead I definitely watched a while ago. What was the one that I just watched? I think the last one I watched was like... Oh, what was it called? It was like High Rise something. It was new on Netflix. Corpse Party? Have I heard of that? I don't know that I've heard of that. High Rise Invasion, yes, that's what it was. That one was okay. Not super great. Not super great. Wait, how many more do I have these? 2 more of these. All right, I'm gonna do some. Oh wait, she needs gold. Is today a gold day? No, it's not. Okay. Sniper Mask highlight show. I mean, there were a lot of good things to the show. It's just, I don't know. I really don't like watching shows that have no resolution. So basically, I read the end of the story because I know that the manga was finished. So I just went online, read the end of the story. And honestly, it was not, I don't really remember the details. I just remember not being super crazy about how it ended. Doop a doop a doop. Doop a doop a doop a doop a doop. Yeah, I suppose being in an isekai and being me. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't have to be me. I'm just saying, like, give me an avatar, right? Like Sword Art Online. Dude, just give me a different avatar, but my brain, boom, we're good. We're solid. That's what I mean, right? I still want to be me. But give me like a magic body that's like basically a superhero, and we're good. Corpse Party is a 4-episode anime, 15-minute character intros, then 1 solid mutilation. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Why would I want to watch that? Favorite anime? Oh, jeez. I mean, look, I would be lying to myself. I would be lying to myself if I didn't just say Naruto Shippuden. I'd be lying to myself. Is Eula worth wishing for even if you don't have a good Claymore weapon for her? How do you not have a good Claymore weapon for her? You should at least have a prototype Archaic. I mean, even if you have like what is it, Sky Rider Greatsword? I mean, if you like her, then you should pull for her because you'll eventually get a weapon for I mean, you can even, well, we don't know what the I mean, you could get a 4-star weapon for on her banner while you're pulling for her. So if you like her, I would say definitely wish for her. But if you don't like her, then definitely skip her, because you'll be in a situation like my Klee, who hasn't been touched since I pulled her. Ah, damage missed. Her new weapon seems pog. Dude, that weapon is absurd. That being said, funny enough, well, I shouldn't say that. So I need to wait to see like the actual numbers, but I'm pretty sure for physical carries, it's going to be the best Claymore. That being said, there's only what, 2? Right? Eula and Razor. Xinyan. Sorry, Jesus. Someone's gonna have a conniption if I forget Xinyan. So it'll be, I think it'll be best in slot for physical carries, except for Razor. Because Razor already has physical damage as his ascension stat, it's actually too much, and Gravestone is still better. Which is, thank God I don't have to go through that decision whether I put Song of Broken Pines or Wolf's Gravestone on Razor.
Heart be pure, evil be erased, mind be purged, world be...
Your Line April, dude, Jesus, Your Line April was so fucking sad. I had a feeling I knew it was coming. Does Kaching count? No, because she can't use a Claymore. Song of Broken Stats. Yeah, like, look, that's what this game is. That's the route we're going down. That's the route we're going down. I will be very interested to see if they... Yeah, I don't know what they can do to catch up, because, like, MMOs, usually what they do is after a couple of years, they have a stat crunch, right? And the way they make old gear not irrelevant is make it like transmoggable or glamour in Final Fantasy. Yeah, but like there's, I mean, they could do that in this and have old weapons still be relevant. But I don't know. Do you think attack speed will stack with Razor's ult? I don't think, I know, because it already does. Meanwhile, planning to get 4x more beat. So, R5 Serpent Spine, as long as you can keep the stacks up, has higher DPS than Wolf's Gravestone R1. So you got that going for you. Serpent Spine is insanely powerful if you get that Constellationed up. Refined up. Brain's not working fully. And I'm trying not to die. God damn, Xingqiu, you hit like a truck with this weapon. Level 8 and DPS talents is acceptable. Dude, level 6 is like the... Yeah, it's acceptable. Yeah, it's acceptable. I mean, it's like... I don't know. It's okay. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, how am I going to say that, no, it's not acceptable. You have to get a level 9 talent. Like, if you can clear the content, it's acceptable. Think about it. We got 2 Claymore users on Cryo and Pyro, but what about the Anima Claymore user? Wait, what about it? I don't get it. Isn't there going to be a lolly Anima character? Yes. Yeah, that'll be nuts. That'll be nuts. Where are we at with Mora? What do I have? 3 mil. Keep going. I don't want to do that one though. Let's do this one. Is Ching the only 5-star Electro? Why is my brain not working today? Jeez. Yeah, I think so. Because we haven't gotten a new 5-star Electro, and she was the only one to start the game. So, yeah. God, this is like Blade Runner music right here. Is there anyone else who has seen Blade Runner and... Oh my god, I thought I was stuck there. That's seen Blade Runner and thought it was incredibly overrated. What is Lolly? Lolly's just a little character, a little girl, basically. Like, I mean, so like I'm someone who, I mean, I studied a lot of film like in college, and I've seen I would say quite a few of the classes. There's obviously a lot that I've missed, but I get why it was like this revolutionary film and everything. Maybe it was because I went into it expecting like a Star Wars type movie, right? Just something that was fully action packed, and I got some cerebral are we, you know, what is life type movie, and I was like, all right, let's go to sleep. Let's go to sleep. Like, what's so interesting about a knife with whoa, hold up, I gotta, what? What's so interesting about a knife with legs? Oh, I got what you're saying. Got it. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't was not super into that movie. Like, I get what he was trying to say, but I don't know. It was a little slow. Even the new one, 2049, 3049, Blade Runner 20, I think it's 2049. God, that movie was a little bit better. It was a beautiful movie to look at, but it was kind of a snooze fest. It was just Ryan Gosling just going, like, just giving the camera looks and like sulking basically. I mean, there's a lot of movies like that where when they come out, they're like absurdly good and just revolutionary for what they're doing, and then you watch them a while later, and it's like, eh, it was fine. It was cool. I don't know. Maybe it's just my taste in movies. Like, The Godfather was one of those for me. The Godfather was hyped up so much. Like, oh my god, this movie's a masterpiece. And then I watched it, and like an hour into it, I was like, is this over? God, I'm gonna fall asleep. Oh god, Maze Runner? Yeah, no. Assuming gonna wail for Eula. I mean, I'm guaranteeing a Eula. Yes. Wally's Wonderland? Never heard of that. Wally's Wonderland. Nope. All those old movies, like Taxi Driver. Taxi Driver was fine. Oh, what's the one I'm thinking of? Shoot. It was when Natalie Portman was a kid. There's a French actor as the main. Shoot. I can't remember what the movie's called. Google. Google is best friend. The Professional. Professional. That's what I was thinking of. 2049 fully CG a human character, you noticed? Yeah. I mean, I knew about it before going in. The character at the end, you mean? Would Razor Zhongli Diana Official be a decent comp, or would a Geo character be better instead of Official, only having Ning and Geo Traveler? You could actually benefit from using the Geo Traveler, because you would give some crit rate to Razor. Razor loves crit rate. I would probably go with that, because Official's not really necessary. Leon the Professional, that was yeah. It's Nick Cage, janitor, and then shit happens. There's another one where he's not a janitor. There was a movie where Nick Cage played a motel owner, and he discovers like a room that has like a two-way mirror in it, and he like spies on people, I think. That was a weird movie. That was a weird little indie movie. That was back when I was doing for those of you guys who didn't know, my first dwellings on YouTube were not from Arc Knights. They were in fact doing movie reviews. They were not good. But I was buying a lot of movies. You think that I wail hard on Genshin? I had over 1,200 Blu-rays. They definitely took up all the space in my room. And I watched maybe like 300 of them. I watched them I purchased them way faster than I could watch them. Than it was even like possible. Hey, peace out, Atago. Have a good one. Being John Malkovich, have not seen that one. Have you ever watched a nostalgia movie and realized it's not as good as it was when you were a kid? Oh my god, that happens all the time. Yeah, one that I should go back and watch, because I haven't seen it in a long time, is Mouse Hunt. Has anybody seen Mouse Hunt? I watched that movie so much as a kid. Oh my god. Has Nathan Lane, Christopher Walken, and a little mouse. Nathan Lane, and I have no idea what the brother's name is. I don't think he really like grew up to be anything. They inherit a house from their father, this old like broken down house, and they don't really know what to do with it, so they start like renovating it to sell it. And there's this little mouse. It's basically Tom and Jerry if Tom were two humans. I remember it being so good. When did that come out? That must have come out in the mid-90s. But god, I had so many good memories of that movie. I watched that movie a lot as a kid. That and Stuart Little. I remember watching Stuart Little. I was a little bit older. My brother loved Stuart Little too. He would watch that like on repeat. Mayor 44, but have almost no five-star artifacts, and domains are still too hard at level 80. Should I raise my world level? Have you leveled up your weapons and leveled up like your talents? Because you shouldn't be having trouble. Watch your Zhongli artifact guide, and I was wondering, do you think the new artifact set is going to be better than Noblesse Archaic? It depends. It depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for Zhongli to do damage, no. If you're looking for your team to do damage, yes. You have all 5 stars? Yes. Currently, I have all the characters in the game. And I'll probably continue to do so, even if they're not full cons. Oh, Jamar, you're opening up a can of worms with that question, aren't you? If they keep going down the path they are right now, I honestly don't think they'll last more than a year from now. They do need to make some changes. Now, that being, well, okay, let me clarify that. Hold up. Let me clarify that. I think that this game, if they continue down the same path, I believe they will be less relevant in the West and potentially in like Europe. I think it'll still carry on in China, which will be enough to keep it alive. If they don't change anything. If they do change stuff, I think that it will have a significant lifespan. Excuse me, significant lifespan. But as of right now, the patience of the Western audience is not nearly as high because, look, like China specifically, they've been playing gacha games for way longer than the Western audience has. And so they know what it's like to play a gacha game, and that there's not really typically a lot of gameplay. It's just kind of a collector-based game. So they're going to keep wailing on stuff. The Western audience is pretty new to gacha games, so they're going to be a lot less forgiving. They're looking for, like, you know, the Western audience is playing Fortnite and Valheim and Call of Duty and League of Legends, World of Warcraft, like all these games that are just like you can go, and you can grind your ass off. This is not that kind of game yet. So if it continues to be this kind of game, Western audience is going to drop off, but the Eastern audience will stay with it. Personally, if you're running Zhongli, are you going to pick up the new set? I mean, I'm grinding the hell out of that domain regardless. So I'll have those pieces. But I don't know. I got to see how they play. I may end up sticking with... right now I have him on Glad Archaic. I'll probably end up switching to Noblesse Archaic, because I'm using him for his auto tech a lot less recently. Also, somebody, if it ends up being too hard, just come in here, go to your world level, and you can lower your world level. So if it does end up being too hard, you can always drop it back down. Thought in the announced 10-year Genshin development map? Yeah, they're being ambitious. I understand it. They want it to be this long-term game, but they're being real ambitious, especially with how the game's going right now. Is it bye-bye to Chongyun once you get Eula? No, they do totally different things. Eula's a carry, Chongyun's a support. Chongyun makes it so that my Rosaria deals cryo damage. Eula doesn't do that. Hopefully you'll give us another guide on it after the set release, because I'm confused. Don't wait too long for that, because it's not going to happen. I mean, like, it's I mean, I can answer you right here. It's literally just a question of, do you want your team to do more damage, or do you want Zhongli to do more damage? You want your team to do more damage, you go with Millith. If you don't, and you just want Zhongli to do big damage, you go with a solo set. Thoughts on physical DPS Zhongli build? Thoughts how? Like, is it good? Do I like it? How to build it? To the current state of the game going right now, I can't really imagine a long future for the game, especially in the West. You said, yeah. I mean, you know, like I said, like, so I played, remember, like, so I played Arknights before this game came out. And for people who don't know, Arknights is like a tower defense game with waifu characters, right? That game literally had no gameplay. Gameplay, you could literally auto run levels. It would save your last complete clear and it would run it automatically. So I would literally sit here on my desk hitting auto run all day. There was no gameplay of that game, yet people still play that game to this day, right? So a game like this where there's like kind of gameplay, dude, Eastern audiences are going to eat this shit up. Well, the answer to that question depends on how much damage I'm losing with the new set. Well, the answer to that is how well can you place your pillars and who else is on your team. So there's way more information there that I can't answer in a video. You don't know the difference between character roles. I think Ganyu is better than Diona. Oh, yeah. I need to put in thousand hours of the game to justify the amount of money I spent. Yeah. You can make your set something like you help with bosses. Yeah. Oh, and somebody also, if you're looking for help, here's your nightly plug. If you head over to our Discord, whatever server you play on, we have channels for those servers, and if you're looking for people to play with, we always have people who are looking to play. So that's another place that you can go, and just look for people to help you out. We got people all the time who are like, hey, I need help on, you know, this world boss, or hey, I'm just looking to grind. Does anyone want to come with me? You know, we got voice channels over there. Sometimes people hop in voice channels and just talk to each other. Got all kinds. Just a suggestion, if you use Discord, links down in the description. Ain't shit to do. Ain't you right, Frankie? Like, at this point, it's like, alrighty. Still whale on Arknights. Oh, there you go. "92% of his Noblesse Geo bursts." Oh, that's not... Wait. Like, he does 92%? See, again, this is like... Is he doing 92%? Or is that 92% of total damage based on what your other teammates are doing? Because it totally depends, right? If you have a team that's like quick swap team... I feel like that set is going to be best suited for a team that uses heroes like Xing Cho or Zhongling, like heroes that keep their abilities on the battlefield, and then you switch to like Razor and just nail them. So that way all your attacks are taking advantage of that boost. Whereas if you have a quick swap team kind of like this, like none of my abilities are really carrying over, so my damage doesn't really like carry over like that, right? Go to Dragonspine Summit just to climb? Why not? Things be coming? Yeah, Elo. There's definitely some events that I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with them. For sure. I think he's doing the damage. If that's the case, if that's 92% of his damage compared to Noblesse and Archaic, I would definitely go with Millith, assuming you're good at placing your pillars. Because even though you're losing 8% on his damage, you're going to gain a lot on your teammates. You're playing a lot of Genshin game? No. I don't understand how anyone could play more than one gacha game. No. I'm playing this, and I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV. Beyond that, the other games I play, I play a bunch of like roguelike and deck builder games. In case you didn't know, so I'm currently working on a second channel. It's gonna be called Free Jazz. I'm gonna be posting it in the Discord when it goes up. Right now, I'm waiting on my artist to do like all my assets. It's going a little bit longer than I expected. I contacted the guy the other day, and he's just gotten behind. He has so many orders, so it's coming. I just need those assets to come in before I can really do any other work on it. I have a bunch of videos queued up though. And so there's basically gonna be a whole other channel that I have for other game content. So if there's anything that you kind of want to see, it'll probably be over there. I'm pretty excited for that, because that means that like we have a place to play other games. Because like right now, the thing is with the YouTube algorithm, it doesn't like you playing multiple games. It likes you to stick with one. So having a channel that's basically a dedicated variety channel should help to spruce up the content a little bit. And I can upload a lot more frequently because I can just play games and upload it. Or, you know, like I can stream it and then like upload the stream or something like that. Is this the right way? Have you ever played any Dragon Age? Frankie, I think, have I? So to answer your question the best I can, I've never played a complete Dragon Age game. I think I've played like the first 2 hours of Dragon Age 1 or 2. I definitely have them on Steam. I just don't remember how far I've gotten. I remember when I bought them, I wasn't like really into playing a lot of games, so I didn't actually get through it. I know that they're super like time intensive though. I feel like Iwazuma, Chasm, Dendro on the horizon is going to feel like a lot more momentum in contrast to 1.2. Potentially, yeah. We'll have to wait and see for sure. Wondering if the plus 20 attack boost can be triggered from the other geo constructs. Ooh, that is a good question. I didn't make it up high enough. I don't know. That's something we'll have to see, because I have a feeling no. I have a feeling it will not. Because while it is technically Zhongli's ability that's causing the construct to do damage, he is not actually doing the damage. Are you only able to get up there with Venti? Dragon Age Inquisition's easily my favorite game of all time, and it's so cool to me that each decision you make in older games affects the outcome of the new ones. See, that idea is so cool to me. That being said, because the same thing happened with Witcher 3. Witcher 3 right now is like one of my favorite like RPGs. And that was the case. I didn't play Witcher 1 or 2, so I picked like the default answer that just like, you know, basically gives you a bunch of choices. And like, because I haven't played the first or second one, it makes me feel like I have to go and like grind out those games, because I know they're super intensive games. Mass Effect as well, yeah. And I did play through Mass Effect 1 through 3. I started with 1 and went all the way to 3. That was back when I was in was I in college when I did that? I think I was in college, so I had plenty of time to just fuck around and just grind a game for 15 hours a day. Safe to say C0 Zhongli is completely fine. Absolutely. They wouldn't put him in the game if he wasn't. If The Legend of Dragoon gets a remake, I'll buy a PS5. That game, for some reason, the name of that game has been popping up recently. I don't know why. Is there something about it that like is getting talked about? I don't even know what the game is, to be honest with you. Tried all the Witchers. Wait, you tried playing all the Witchers but hated the combat in Witcher 1? I would assume the combat in Witcher 1 is far different from Witcher 3. Witcher 3 was fantastic. That game, I put a lot of hours in that game. The game I've probably put the most hours into, though, is Skyrim. I play that game for like 2 years straight. Or actually, it's probably Call of Duty Black Ops, the original. Very sad they put Noelle on the banner instead of Ning Wong. Yeah, I know a lot of people are in the same exact boat. For sure. Maybe they'll put Ning Wong on Eula's banner. It's kind of weird, but maybe they will. Definitely the Arkham series. Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, Frankie. Yes. That combat system, oh my god, it was so clean. Like, there's definitely been combat systems that you get into, and it just feels kind of hack and slashy, right? Like God of War. The first 2 God of Wars are a great example of that, where you literally just click a button, and it feels like you just, like, run through enemies. Like, literally run through them. And then you get to the Arkham series, and it feels like you are Batman. Like, you feel every punch, every kick and punch and twirl has weight. Yeah, it feels so good. And honestly, that combat system is very similar, I think, to Witcher 3 in terms of feel. Yeah, the Arkham games were so good. Arkham City was such a big improvement on Arkham Asylum. I didn't actually play Arkham Knight because there were so many problems on PC, I couldn't justify buying it and playing it. Beto Sing Shou Jinyen. I don't know. We'll see. Felt like a bad MMO targeting combat. Well, also remember when Witcher 1 came out. It came out a long time ago. So Witcher 3 had made a lot of improvements to the system. I also couldn't. I played the first probably 10 hours of Witcher 2 and just couldn't get through it. It happens. You know, we get used to these quality of life things that we don't think about on a daily basis when we play newer games. And then we jump into an old game. It's like, ugh, why did we ever do that? You know, it happens. Like, we learn from our past. We figure out, like, hey, this system doesn't exactly work. Let's switch it up a bit. Let's see. Have we gone over here yet? What was the game? If RF Online have a good story, that would be the best game. What's RF Online? I don't know what that is. Ooh, little violet grass. Hey, no, go down. Should I pull for Zhongli or Eula? Do you need a carry? Do you need a support? Like, in the long run, Zhongli will probably be better, and he's also more universal. Depends on how much you usually put into the game. If you don't put a lot in the game, you're probably better off going Zhongli because he's going to be more useful in more places than Eula will. Are you farming anything in particular right now? Ginseng flowers. Why? I don't know. Because I'm out of resin and I have nothing to do. So at this point, it's background video for me to talk to you guys. Rising Force Online. I have no idea what that is. It immediately made me think of Marvel Strike Force, but I highly doubt that those are the same thing. I do like games like that, though. Marvel Strike Force, I never actually got into that one, but Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes was one I played for a long time until I checked my Google Play history to see like how much money I put into it. And once I got 700 deep, I was like, you know, I need to get out now or I'm going to have problems. And then Genshin Impact came out a couple years later, and here we are. And here we are. Let's not look at my Google Play history because it would put that Star Wars Galaxy Heroes receipt to shame. To absolute shame. I'm excited for the housing system. Initially, kind of. I'm more excited for what it could potentially bring. Now, that being said, my excitement level is higher than it was when they announced it on the live stream, because I found out that it's more than just cosmetics. They're actually implementing features to get more resin, more artifact experience, more Mora. So yeah, I think it'll be a nice change of pace. I wouldn't say I'm like over the moon because I play this game for the combat, not for the little mobile mini games. But it's something different to do. We just spent more on Genshin Arc Knight. Oh, it's not even a question. Genshin. No, it's not even a question. Also, I don't know if someone else mentioned this from like an hour earlier, but yeah, the new people starts the same time as the update. Okay, cool. So yeah, another like day. I always forget what day the update drops. Battle 3 race, so robot race, elf race, and short people who ride robot. That is strange. With Cryo, Fizz Res down from Eula's skill, and Zhongli's shield shred, do you even need Superconduct? No, not particularly. I like when I run Razor, I don't even necessarily, it depends on, technically it's still good. So yes, but like if you run her with Bennett, no. Bennett can outscale Superconduct damage. I imagine there would be some kind of diminishing returns. Yeah, but diminishing returns don't really work like that. Like, basically, you have to compare it to what you're giving up. Right? So if you have Eula and Zhongli, like, so what are you going to that's not Superconduct? Like, are you going to Pyro-Res? If you're going to Pyro-Res, then you're probably going to Bennett, right? But if you're going to, like, let's say Hydro Resonance, which I don't think anyone is, I'm saying, for example, is that going to be better? Like, is running, okay, let's say, is running Barbara Singh Cho better than running Official Diona? That would be the question that you have to ask. Your last video of what Genshin character thinks of us is honestly funny and on point, especially Diona. Yeah, I had to call out, I don't think he's right here right now, but I had to call out Damasio over on Discord. I call him a degenerate, and he loves DPS Diona. So I had to call him out a little bit, but like, yeah, I want to do something a little bit different because like we're gonna be diving into 1.5. At this point, no one really cares about 1.4 content, so let's just have a little fun with it. Hopefully, you guys liked the little change of pace. Gonna fill my house with cats. My house is gonna be filled with dogs. For sure. Do you have a C6 5-star character? No. My highest is it C5? I think my Mona is C5. Yeah, Mona's C5. This is the highest I have. When the Hydro Res changed from healing to decrease cooldown time, especially. Yeah. Once they fix Hydro Resonance, there might be an actual reason to build Hydro Resonance. But right now, there is not. DPS Diona, it's like the most legendary build to ever exist. No, it's just the most degenerate and awful build to ever exist. It's awful. Does 1.5 come with Zhongli? Zhongli's the first banner, Eula's the second one. Who's better, C6 Razor or C0 Diluc? I have no idea. I don't really care, to be completely honest with you. Play whichever one you like. Probably Diluc, just because he gets vaporized damage. Or vaporize. He gets melt damage. Jeez. Forgot the better of the two reactions. We'll get a Hydro buff when Fontaine comes. Great. I'll probably be done with the game by then. Jesus, you're talking years away. Do you think Heal will be great even after Spiral Abyss changes and physical buff goes away? There's no physical buff in Abyss. So, yes. A character's worth is not based on whether or not the Abyss has a buff for them or not. Yes, they did say that they're working on getting characters in your house for 1.6. Favorite 5-star? Zhongli. Zhongli, that's why if you pick anyone else, it's okay to be wrong. Mihoyo Sims for Noelle? Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. They put Noelle on banner a lot. Like a lot. Not gonna lie, Animal Resonance is better than a mile by heart. Well, yeah, Animal Resonance is the worst resonance in the game. Like, okay. Technically, Hydro Resonance is good. Okay? Now, I'm gonna let all the keyboard warriors out there who are gonna be like, Hydro Resonance suck. I'll let you type your little thing, and then I'll explain why I say that. Okay? Go ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now, the reason I say that is because technically a healing bonus is very good. In this game, though, it sucks. because the content is not built for healers to be very good, right? If you take that, what is it, 20, I don't even know what the bonus is, 20, 30% bonus, you take it into any MMO, it's ridiculously powerful. Well, maybe not ridiculously powerful, but it's very good. I haven't played a healer, so I don't know what the healing cooldown buffs are, but it's going to be really good. In this game, healing just doesn't matter because you take like 3 hits and you die. So you don't like, or 3 heals you to full. So you don't need that 30%, right? Like 30% extra heals is better if you need like 10 heals to get you to full as opposed to 1, right? This game is just not built for healing buffs to be any good. But it is actually a good resonance. This game is just not built for it to be good. %30 cooldown reduction? Yeah. Okay. 30% cooldown reduction? Get out of here. Okay, let's not have you balance video games. Can't believe I got child before Rosaria. I don't want him, by the way. Yeah, it happens. Happens. Still in MMO's deepest king? Oh, for sure. If you don't kill the boss is definitely going to kill you eventually. One gene birth equals full health. Yeah, exactly. Why would you want 30% extra or 20%, again, whatever it is, extra healing on Jean when she just heals you to full? Right? But if it didn't heal you full and it was like a tick over time, if all the heals were just reduced, like if Chi-Chi heals, they weren't like 6 to 8k, if they were like 1,000, that extra healing would come in handy, but the heals are so overblown. And the damage outgoing, incoming is all overblown. If it's my child main pipe dream, child doesn't need the child does not need. Okay, it as a child main, you should know that child's cooldown shouldn't be like any longer than 10 or 15 seconds, unless you have him C6, obviously. But if you don't have him C6, his cooldown shouldn't be any longer than like 10-15 seconds if you're playing him correctly. Sure. Someone said dandelions. Should I build C3 Xingqiu? Not even close. Extra EM or ER would be nice for Hydra Resonance. Yeah. Either of those would be pretty good. I don't think I'm gonna get either. I'm not necessarily trying for Zhongli Constellations, and I'm definitely not going. Well, I'm not sure if I'm going for C6 Yanfei yet. Probably not. I feel like MiHoYo's lazy solution game balance meta is just changed the best so much that all characters become viable at some point. Yeah, I mean, even like right now, there isn't even a buff in Abyss, right? It's not even like you need a buff for it to be good. I don't know. I mean, all the characters at this point are literally, you can use every character. There are obviously some that are slightly better than others, but every character in this game is usable. I just want 100 time upside. Well, even with a 30% cooldown reduction, that's not 100% uptime. For that, you gotta get C6. Available now. For a couple days. Just go ahead, drop your credit card info, and eventually MiHoYo will poop out a C6 child for you. Putting a Noelle in this banner and a character we're already getting for free is so scummy. Well, you get constellations for those characters, so it's not scummy. Right? You only get a free Noelle, and is it Barbara? Is that the other one? So you get a free Barbara? That's not scummy. You need like, for Noelle to be really good, you want to get her C6. So if you don't have her C6, your Noelle is probably not going to be that great. It's going to be okay, but 100% physical damage bonus plus 15% crit rate, and shielding yourself actually does damage to enemies, and Hydra Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Are you serious? Okay, let's just... Jesus, that's fucked up. 100% physical damage bonus and 15% crit rate and shielding yourself actually does damage to enemies. That's fucked. Jesus, could they make it any easier to clear Abyss? Could they make it any easier? And Zhongling after floor 3? Yeah, but you only get one. You don't get constellations. Yeah, I don't know why they're not putting Amber, Kaya, and Lisa. Technically, those are... Yeah, they're the only characters that the game actually gives you for free, like through the store. Well, obviously there's other they gave you for free, but it's the only ones you get through the story. I don't know if that's why, but... Child New Tamians will suffer next floor 11. Wait, why? Wait, are they changing up Abyss, or is it staying the same floors? Because they say if they don't change Abyss, my confidence goes even lower. And they changing Abyss monsters. Oh, thank God. Dude, this Abyss seriously sucks. Especially, look, the next Abyss had better be good for guides, because right now, fighting the same, like, fighting floor 12 now sucks for my team guides. Sucks. But it's still annoying as shit. What the fuck? What? Dude, DC. Okay. Okay. Do we want to talk about how easy floor 11 is? Let's go do this again. I haven't gotten to like really show off this team today. I've obviously showed it off before, but let's just go smoke it real quick. Let's just go give it a little smoky smoke. Okay. Let's do one of these. Let's do one of... Oh, nope. Let's do one of these. Gene Baby Cakes, where you at? Gene? There you go. Alright. Go ahead and smoke this thing. Hey, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're about to play... What do I want? Let's take the plus attack. Yeah. We're about to smoke the Abyss. This isn't floor 11? What were we talking about, floor 11? We can do floor 11. It's all the same. Alright. Let's give her the old smoky smoke. Wow, that was a bad burst. All right, this one should be a lot quicker. All right, there we go. Get him in the trap. Boom, there we go. Boom. Wait, so what is the floor 11 like what is floor 11 now? Why is it going to be so hard? Sure, I'll take that. Oh, Hydro debuff. Gotcha, gotcha. Ew, that's gross. Yeah, that's kind of gross. Oh yeah, Zhongli still has Dragon's Bane on him. Should probably switch that, huh? And by still, I don't mean I ever put it on him. I just switched it with Zhongling. Obviously, I would never put a Dragon's Bane on my Zhongli. That seems incredibly awful. Actually, it's not. It's the new meta. You guys have no idea. It's the new meta. Pick slowing water any day over energy drain. Yeah, I mean, I guess you eventually get your burst. What's his build? Wait, you think this is insane damage? He has Dragon's Bane on him. Dragon's Bane is fucking awful. Oh boy. Yeah, he's not even built correctly. God, Rosaria's skill hits like a fucking dump truck, dude. So good. Boom. All right, last one. And then we'll see how easy I can clear floor 11 this team. This one should be no problem. What are we hitting for? Oh yeah, 42? Man, that's baby damage. Zhongli's doing baby damage right now. Blackcliff is better than Favonius, yes. Boom. My Diluc doesn't hit that much? Well, you might have got to build up your Diluc. Rosario Elemental Burst, super underrated. Yeah, her burst, like when it crits, it crits for like 12k a tick. Well, yeah, my burst is also level 10. Frankie giving away my secrets. Would you be surprised if you and Zoom arrived before 2.0? Yes. Yeah, I would be at this point. I'm still out there. Now I am. Oh, we don't got that yet. Inazuma doesn't come soon, I might lose it. Yeah, well, I don't think it's coming until 2.0. That's my theory. Deathmatch is probably good for support strongly. Yeah, if you're looking for big crits, deathmatch is the best for his crit rate. Because like Jade Spear is a lot better simply because if you're using it on a carry over time, you'll get an attack increase too, but the crit rate is worse. Seeing Jazz have Albedo makes me jealous to start my account when Albedo was only a week from being gone up to this day before these artifacts for his run. Wait, how do you stun those? They're the ones keeping me from the achievement? How stun? Wait, you mean the rune graders? I don't know, you just freeze them. Just freeze them. Wait, what is this? Oh. If you don't have Wolf's Gravestone, should I go for the new weapon or stick with Skyward Pride? Skyward Pride is probably going to be really good on Eula. Especially consider your burst costs 80. Skyward Pride might actually be really good. So if you want the new weapon, go for it. But it's not like you need to. Okay, so first floor, let's do with this team. And then second floor, we'll just go in with Geo. Oh shit, I need to change up Zhongli's his weapon. Let's do that. Let's do that. Seems like Inazuma will be here sooner than you think. Why? Are you saying that because of the leaked images? Because I'm pretty sure they're only doing that so that people will stop asking when it's coming. I don't think that's them saying, "Hey, it's coming." Nope. Abandoned. Okay. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. There's 1.6 leaks already. Wait, about Inazuma specifically? I haven't seen those. Do you think changing the battle pass anytime soon? Yeah, like in a day. The new league character for... Yeah, so just because a character comes from Inazuma, right? It doesn't mean that Inazuma is coming in the next patch. Child is from Sneznaya. We don't have that yet. So just because a character is from a location doesn't mean shit. Don't get your hopes up. Which one was this? Oh yeah. It's all these derps. I don't even know how that other slime died. It's gonna be a new region. Is that Chasm? A tiny region though? Is it Chasm? Because Chasm's already on the map. Is it better for a Lightspender to save gems for 6-8 months and go for a C6 5-star, or just keep wishing collecting? Dude, no. For a Lightspender, don't go for a C6 5-star. Collect 5 stars along the way. It's way better to have more characters than it is to have like one C6. Lost Prayer or Memory of Dust? Memory of Dust. All right. All right, let's get our shield up. God, I literally missed everybody there. There we go. Now we're up to Zhongli damage. God, 40k? What were we thinking, guys? 40k? Nah. Not about that. Alright, now here's the test. Here's the test. It's hard to build them all. Yeah, but like... I mean, it depends on how you want to play the game. Are you in it for the long haul or are you in it for the short haul? If you're in it for the long haul, it definitely doesn't make sense to get a C6 character. I mean, if you're willing to spend the money to get a C6 character, you should also be willing to spend the money on the resin to build them. I don't know if he bonked. Frankie, you get a little bonk. You're good. You're good. No, Jack Constellation more OP. I don't listen to others. What characters should get buffed? None. They're all good. Will Summit Shaper be good on Kaching? Yeah, it will. There's better options, but that doesn't mean that it's not good. It's still very good. And it gets better if you run her with like Zhongli. Alright. Hunt you, snap you. All right. Now let's see if Geo can take care of the second half. They should be more than capable. Chi-Chi buff? Dude, if you think Chi-Chi needs a buff, you don't understand why people say Chi-Chi's bad. All right, let's go. All right. All right, I think we're good. I think we're good. Where's... Oh, yeah, we're good. That one's already gone, so we're good here. There was one assassin hit that I could have not taken, so we would have been up around, what, 70, like low 70s? There we go. Why is Chi-Chi bad? Because she heals too much. That's all she does. Yeah, exactly. Chi-Chi needs a rework, not a buff. The problem with the reason why like Chi-Chi is very good in like beginning to mid game where you don't necessarily have the damage to clear floors quickly, but once you do, you don't need your healers to heal an absurd amount. You just need enough to clear the floor. And the problem with Chi-Chi is she heals so much but offers nothing else. She doesn't offer any energy. She doesn't like even her cryo application is not that good. So a lot of players who like first get Chi-Chi in player, most of them, saying most, not all, are in the category where they're in kind of like the beginning, like somewhere between like AR 20 and 40 or even 45. And so like, oh, Chi-Chi's so good, I never die. But then it's like, yeah, but you could have like a Diona who has great energy recharge. She can apply cryo over time, like at a decent rate. Like there's other things she provides that Chi-Chi doesn't. Like Jean offers absurd damage. She'll heal you on one instant, but then you just switch her in. She has great energy generation. Yeah. Diana heals enough? Yeah, Diana heals more than enough. Because like all your checks in this game are for damage. They're not for sustainability. So there's no sense in in the late game, like in Abyss, building a Chi-Chi where she'll let you stay alive, but like in order to get stars, you need to clear this quickly. Well, yeah, you need to clear this quickly. Thank you. You already got there for me. Right? Like they have a healer on the field, and I just smoked both their guys. Now I don't know how many heals they actually got there, but that's kind of the point, right? Is like you can have a healer all day long, but who cares if you can't out DPS? Who's the best carry in the game? I think it's technically Hu Tao. Is it Hu Tao or is it Ganyu? I think it's technically Hu Tao. I mean, if you want to look at like literal numbers. That's why Maiden Beloved isn't really used. Yeah, Maiden Beloved like literally offers no damage utility. Or alternatively, you're great at healing, but you get one shot or stagger so much that you don't get to heal. Exactly. Like the first chamber of Abyss Floor 12 is a great example of that. You just get combo killed. Like one stomps on you, stuns you, the other one runs into you, and then you just get burst down. It's like, all right, well, I didn't even get a chance to heal. Yeah, if Chi-Chi had a revive, that would make her unique enough that players would use her. I think I agree with that. Not I think. I was going to say I think then something, but I do agree with that. If Chi-Chi had a revive, you'd have to have a really long cooldown, right? You'd have to definitely tweak her kit. So you'd have to change her skill a little bit. But if her burst was on like a 10-minute cooldown or something, because you can't have it be like every 30 seconds. That's stupid. But yeah, you would have to retool her kit, but I do agree. If you gave her the revive that's not locked behind C6 and you tweak her kit, it gives her utility and it's actually good. Is 4-piece Noblesse... 4-piece Noblesse is currently like the only set I would consider running on Diona. Diona doesn't throw her ult that often though. She throws it a lot. Yeah. What about just overheals do damage? Yeah, that you're starting to get into kind of weird territory. That I'm not super crazy about going there. Because, like, the thing is, people already complain that there's too many DPS. So we don't need to make our healers DPS characters now. We need to keep them as healers. Like, this game has a weird issue of the lines between... Okay. Of the lines between classes being a little bit too blurred. It's nice in theory that, like, all characters can kind of just, like... Basically, you can build a team that does anything, and your characters are all kind of DPS characters. But I would much prefer a game where you have heavily specialized units. Oh shit, we didn't... Okay, I wasn't really paying attention. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Yeah, because, like... So in a lot of other games I've played, like when you have specialized, okay, here's a great point. Be a better end game than just rotating flavor of the month of best, just like on you skit. Okay, so here's the thing. This fixes a lot of problems. A big problem that there is right now with this game is that the lines are so blurred between characters, right? So let's see how many players, let's see how many characters that you could build as a carry, right? Yes. Yes. Not really, no. Yes. Probably not. Yes. 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 No. Well, you technically can. Yes. 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 Can, but it's not good. Yes. 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 Nope. Yes. Yes. Okay. There were a lot more yeses there than nos, right? So basically what that means is that all these characters that I said yes to do significant damage when you build them up, right? What I would prefer to see, now I know I'm complaining about like literally the game's design and like it at its core, but basically if you had more specialized units, you know, like basically this is kind of a double-edged sword. This point is a double-edged sword where we have all these units, and whenever someone asks like, hey, can I use this character? The answer is always yes, because every character in this game is good, but at the same token, every character is good because they kind of do the same thing. They all have a little bit different utility, but they all basically do damage. So if instead we made characters be highly specialized, like this is not, I'm not saying that they should do this, but I'm saying as an example, let's just say that there was a character who did 50% extra damage against hypostasis and minus 50% damage against everything else. Now that's an extreme example. I'm not saying do that, but hypothetically, just to give you the idea, if they gave us more characters like that who are super highly specialized, first of all, you're not going to have everyone complaining about power creep because all our characters are going to do different things. So it's going to cycle. Like when the hypostasis event comes up where you add on all your challenges, that character is going to be really good. You're going into Abyss, that character really bad. So it would give you reasons to go ahead and switch up your teams. Like, why would I ever switch up this team? This team is just like good. So instead, if we had highly specialized characters, it would give you reason to change up your characters. Right now, the biggest reason to change is like, oh, I'm going up against the Pyro Hypostasis or Pyro Regisfine. I might as well bring a Hydro character to beat his shield a little bit faster. Other than that, you basically build your team and that's it. Right? Again, I'll go back to Arc Knights because that's what I most recently played. In Arc Knights, there was about 100 different characters. Realistically, you probably only would play 20 of them. I mean, it was more than that. You know, if you have the best characters in the game, you're probably only going to play about 20 of them. But you're probably only going to play about half of them. The other half were super specialized, and you only used them in certain places. So that gave you like, a certain sense of joy on certain levels because you could bring these characters that you've like needed to build up but haven't gotten to use, so then when you do use them, it's a nice little treat. But right now it's like, okay, I could play like whatever I want. Right now the heroes are just, they blur the lines a little bit too much. Arc Knights has lots of niche operators, yeah, and that's what we don't have here. We just have like universally good heroes. But I want heroes that are super, super specialized. But the thing is, they can't really do that because they would basically have to like, they would have to do it over time. Arc Knight more on synergies and team composition. What is this game? It's good, but the artifact drops to build certain units is really the thing here. The thing here, meaning the gameplay to this game. Yes, that's all there is. It's hard here since you need to invest heavily to make that work. So you said Genshin Impact is not like that. I'm guessing you mean Arknights is not like that. Arknights is definitely like that. Arknights takes a long time to build heroes or build operators. The difference with Arknights is that Arknights does not have a limit on how many times you can refresh, so you can do it a lot faster. Zhongli was kind of specialized until he got buffed. Kind of. He can make a shield. He's still technically specialized in shielding. I feel like the specialist characters will go up when Dendro is added. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. They're gonna be Dendro versions of all the other heroes in the game. Like, don't get me wrong, the teams can be different, right? A team like this plays way different than a Hu Tao team, but there's no real reason for me to switch it up. You know, there's no content where it's like, oh man, and maybe it's just because my account, you know, compared to a lot of people, is just whaled out and I can crush the content, but I don't know. When I played Arknights, my account was pretty... Like, I spent a lot of money on refreshes in that game, and there was content that was still mind-numbingly hard. Venti is a good example of specialized? Yeah, Venti is a good example of specialized. Stream almost over? Yeah, Vish, we're kind of wrapping it up here. Make the content harder and rework some artifacts. I think that's the case. If you made enemies difficult to the point where like you need an element of a certain type, right? Not like it's highly beneficial, like you need an element of a certain type. Yes, that would be much better, I think. Like on that last floor, so we had what? An Electro, we had an Animo hero. You'd have to redesign some floors for sure, so that way, like, you don't have to have like 5 elements. But like if we went up against a Hydro, let's say we were going up against a Cryo Gunner, and we didn't have Pyro, we were just fucked. We just like couldn't beat it. Right now, you can definitely outpower it. Ash, Aya, Thorn, and Suitor. Yeah, there's definitely overpowered units for sure. But then you have units like Cliffheart, Feeder, Manticore that were all highly specialized. Now, obviously, I'm going for the contingency contract characters, but those were all highly specialized characters. Well, so yeah, obviously you have like always good characters like Spectre and Blaze. Who else was kind of niche? God, I don't remember all my Arknights operators. But yeah, you know, you had like when do you ever bring a Cliffheart other than Annihilation 2 or contingency contract? If they were, I don't remember if there's a contingency contract that needed it, but yeah. I think that because you have all the characters, what other players who don't have them all? Potentially, I don't, but the thing is, I don't think it has anything to do with having all the characters. Right? Having the characters doesn't matter. It's about leveling them up. Like, you can clear Abyss Floor 12 with any... You can clear Abyss Floor 12 with the free characters you get. It's not about the characters. It's about how geared they are. So maybe that's a thing, yes. But... my point is that even in Arknights, where I did put, geez, I probably put like 2 or 3 grand in that game just because of like refreshes. I don't remember how many refreshes I bought, but I bought quite a few. There was still content that was extremely hard. There were like four difficult levels that you had to beat at the end of every story chapter. And the last one I ended on, which I think was chapter 5, it took me so long to beat. It probably took me 10 to 15 attempts. Contingency contract, we spent days on that on stream trying to get max challenge, which is, for those people who haven't played Arknights, contingency contract is just like the hypostasis event where you could add on different difficulty modifiers to get a higher score. It was the same thing. It was hard. Hey, good night, Frankie. Happy Lesbian Visibility Day to me. Wait, is that today or tomorrow? Either way, have a good one. Something else to need for any game player. Yeah. PC is the type of content that Genshin impacts life. Yeah, but the thing is that Genshin technically has that. And it still wasn't hard enough. They just need to ramp up the content. I feel like they're afraid of losing people because content is too difficult. And that's the problem, is like the people who you lose because content is too difficult are not the people who are sticking around for the long run. Right? People who are still playing, geez, World of Warcraft, they're in it for the difficulty, right? People who are like staying in it all the time, they're either playing it for arena or they're playing it for raids. Sad part is Genshin is still considered a casual game. Yeah, like, I don't know. Mihoyo needs to figure out... I mean, here's the thing. Maybe Mihoyo already knows what they want this game to be, right? Maybe they already want it to just be a casual game, and it's the people who want it to be more that are disappointed. That could certainly be the case. But for the people who want it to be more, it kind of sucks. That you have a game that you really like, you want it to be a main game, and right now it's just not. You know, how long did we run around here doing nothing? An hour? Like, I think it was close to an hour. Oh. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm sorry. It seemed like a lot of tonight I was kind of either complaining or kind of down. I apologize for that. I didn't mean for that to be the case. My I don't know. My perspectives on this game have kind of been changing recently. Don't get me wrong. I still love the game. I still want to continue playing the game. I still want the game to be better. Yeah, my perspective is just kind of tainted at the moment. I think a lot of people might be feeling the same. So we can kind of bond on that aspect. But yeah, I also don't want to sit here and be like, yes, this is the best game ever. You guys should invest all your life savings into this. It's so good. It'll never die. It's the best game ever. Like, that's not me. I'm going to tell you guys up front how I'm feeling. You know, I'd prefer you guys know how I'm feeling and it not 100% resonate with you than just like completely bullshit you guys. And then in the future, like, oh yeah, he's bullshitting us. That's not productive to anyone. You know, I've watched content creators like that, and it's really hard to watch that content because you're like, you're watching them play a game through a forced smile, and you're like, this doesn't seem genuine. So I would rather have someone who's honest about it and be like, yeah, I love the game. It's good. It could definitely be better. But if they don't change within, you know, a certain time frame, I don't know, where we at? It's the Otaku. I think that for someone like you who doesn't have a lot of time with this game, or a lot of time in general play, this game might be perfect for you. And that might be the crowd that MiHoYo is building towards. And so maybe it's the false hopes of people who wanted this game to be an MMO are just going to be, you know, disappointed. And that's okay. it it's almost like you're going through, like, what is it, the 7 steps of grief? Like, there's denial, there's anger. Like, the people who are disappointed may have to go through that and just at a certain point realize that this is not going to be the MMO style game we wanted it to. That might be the case. We just kind of don't fully know yet. I don't know when I'm going to stop saying that this game is young, but I still do think the game is not young. I would say it's probably a toddler at this point. So a couple more years in this age analogy, and we should start to see what this game is intended to be. I don't think we're there yet, but we're getting there. Could not be a game where you play continuously. It's more like a side game. It absolutely could be. That could be their intentions. But it was definitely hyped up to be like a main style game. So we'll see. There has to be some kind of middle ground, though, that would work both sides of the fence. Yes and no. It completely depends, right? You could go one way. If you want to go completely one way, you go to an MMO, right? But you don't see people playing Fruit Ninja. I'm going way old school because I haven't played any phone games, right? You don't see people playing Fruit Ninja or Temple Run or Flappy Bird and being like, yo, where's my endgame content? Right? Because you expect it to be a game that you can sit down and play for 5 minutes and then you're done. Now, obviously, MiHoYo's not going for that style gameplay. But for us to say they have to cater to both the people who want to play for 5-10 minutes and the people who want to play for hours, that's not necessarily the case. They can definitely lean to one side of the scale. I just feel like some players are feeling like the time they put into the game is going towards nothing besides maybe Spiral and the occasional event that is great but only takes 2 weeks. That's how a lot of people feel. Yeah. And I think that the people who feel that way most are the people who put money into this game. Because, you know, I talk to people on a daily basis that don't put money in this game, and the game is still a struggle. So they're still going through domains, gathering materials, leveling characters. That way they can actually get to that first Abyss Floor 12 clear. But for people who put money in this game, the game is too easy. I would think that they would want to make these people happy. We're spending the money on this game, that are funding this game, so that they have something to do. But at this point, it seems like they're okay with saying, hey, you bought your character, that's all you get. Which, that may be all it is. That might be their system. But for someone, you know, for people who are paying for the game, you would kind of expect a little bit more. Gacha where you actually control the character, third person gives you a more main game feel. Side game feel would be Arknights or AFK or in gacha wise. That's another big factor. Is this the... I don't have a very good gacha knowledge. Is this the first third person gacha game? I'm assuming not. I'm assuming this might be the first mainstream one. That could be a big factor. Absolutely. I don't think a game that's made over $1 billion has MiHoYo giving them the idea that it's still a casual game. I disagree. How much money did Candy Crush make? Is that a long-term game? Is that an MMO style game, or is that a casual game? I think MiHoYo want Genshin to be their publicity game and have their sights on something better, keeping a decent player base. Potentially, yeah. And that's kind of what it is, right? This is their, like, so I don't know what the profit margin is between this game and Honkai, but yeah, it seems like this is just the more let's reach out to a broader audience type of game. Definitely needs PvP, definitely does not need PvP. That would demolish this game. This game would die the second PvP came out. There's no game you can play 20. It's perfectly fine to spend 2 to 3 hours playing it, and that's it. I'm not saying you need to play it 24/7. We played for an hour, and I was done. Right? Like, 2 to 3 hours is an overstatement. So, I don't know. I don't know. This is a topic that we talk to death about. It's gonna happen. It's on everyone's mind. 10-year project as well. I hope it doesn't say casual. I don't know where they're getting this 10-year project from. They should go for 5, and then if it expands to 10, sure. PvP only makes free to play. Leave the game. Whales are still. Yeah, they cannot do PvP in this game. If they do PvP has to. It can't be technically PvP. It would have to be like. It'd have to be like leaderboard based or something. You can't have two teams fight because one team brings Venti, and what do? You just lose. I bring the team that I played tonight. What do you do? You don't move for the entire match. That's great PvP content. Yeah, so it would have to be a ranking system. It couldn't be 2 players against each other. It would have to be PvP in the sense that you're going against everybody else at the same time. But yeah, I don't know. Something to think about, I guess. But guys, that's going to do it for here tonight. Thank you so much. We're actually ending at a very healthy number. Usually die off, but 80 of you guys still here. We're a little bit under on likes. Guys, 8 more people and we'll get to 80 likes. Why not? Let's set it as a goal before we end the stream. But guys, that is going to do it for us here tonight. Thank you so much for all of you guys sticking around. I do appreciate it. So we're going to be having some 1.5 content coming, of course. Yanfei might not be coming out on Wednesday. She will probably be coming out. Her guide will probably be coming out on Thursday, simply because I can't do another Rosaria instance where I was up until like 2:30 in the morning editing her video and then waking up at 6. So it'll probably be Thursday. So that being said, her team guide might be a little late as well. It might be coming out like next Monday. So yeah, just a heads up there. If you guys haven't joined the Discord yet, link is down below in the description. We got a whole bunch of stuff over there. A lot of people who'd love to talk to you. We got we actually have a new vibing channel now. A lot of people have just been hanging out, listening to music, talking to each other. We got a whole section for Final Fantasy 14. If you want to join our free company, or if you just want to try it out, there is a free trial. I'm not hyping that up because it's sponsored or anything. I just have been recently playing it, and if you're looking for a new main game, highly suggest trying it out since you can try it for free. It's super fun. But I think we are going to try and get like a guild going, which would be really cool, especially for people who are like just getting into it. So that way you don't, you're not jumping into a guild who already knows the raids. So that way we can kind of learn together, and it would be kind of a fun experience, I think. So if you're interested in that, highly suggest checking that out and checking it out with us. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for me here tonight. Thank you so much. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you were right here with us. Do appreciate it. And Walrus, go do some studying up on that culture. You let me know what's good out there. What I need to keep my eye out on. All right? Be my dealer. All right. Have a good night, guys. Peace.